Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm Dell. I'm excited to have you here with me today. Thank you so much for supporting, liking, sharing, and subscribing. It's greatly appreciated and it helps the channel grow, and you get to be a part of it as it's growing, and it's wonderful, so thank you. A couple pieces of information before we get started. All information about me is in the description box. You can find that below. That includes any songs that come through. I just add them to the Spotify playlist. It's really awesome if you want to check that out, or just even hit it on shuffle for an intuitive message for yourself if that feels right, or just to listen to. It's a really good playlist. We also have on there my website, dellegodessintuitive.com, where I'm doing personal readings. The other update, if there's any resources that come through the channel as well as I'm doing the readings, like books or recommendations or things like that, I just throw that in the description box as well as decks that I'm using. I'm going to be dialing back on putting out YouTube videos moving forward, just so I can focus more of my time and attention on my private readings and personal readings. So if you want to book or purchase a personal reading for yourself, the only way you can do that is through dellegodessintuitive.com. So I'll still be on here, just not so frequently. So just wanted to give an update. If you're noticing I'm not posting as regularly or as often, that's why I'm dialing back, just so I can focus on my private readings. So let's begin. I'm going to just get some channel messages, and then we're going to go into some tarot messages with the 8th House Tarot deck is what I'm using today. I actually know the artist. She's a wonderful, wonderful person. And yeah, so I'm going to just take a deep breath. If you want to join me, kind of just to ground our energy. So just inhaling in through the bottom of the feet and exhaling out. Again, inhale in all the way through the bottom of the feet, filling the body. And exhale out. Good. And again, inhale in all the way down to the bottom of the feet, filling the body. Exhale out any tension, sighing if you need to. And one more, inhaling in all the way, really filling up the lungs and the whole body, this time out the bottom of the feet. And exhaling out, just sighing and even just shaking a little out if you need to. Okay. As I was bringing the breath into the body, I was seeing a yellow flower, so that could be relevant for somebody. But I was seeing a yellow flower, and it reminded me of, it was giving me like Hawaiian vibes. So something about Hawaii coming through. Maybe you want to travel there, or you want to go there. But that's what I was seeing. So something. I'm also hearing renewal. It's like finding a sense of renewal in something. For some, it's about I'm seeing like you didn't align with a church or something like that, or a religious group or whatever, and you're finding like a renewal in your commitment to going to a church or an organization, something like that. It's not going to be for everyone. Always use your discernment. Yes. Yeah, these aren't personal readings. I don't know if I need to say that, but they're not personal readings. These are general readings that I'm putting out, and then so not all the messages are going to resonate for everyone. So I just felt the need to say that disclaimer. It's always in the description box, but just wanted to say it here again. I feel like there's a pathway that's being shown for you, or it's like something's being revealed to you or letting it be known, and it makes your decision about something a lot more easier moving forward, where I just hear someone kind of go, oh, okay, I know what I want now. I definitely know what I want. This makes it very clear, yes, I want to go in this direction, or I don't want to go in this direction. It's going to be different for everybody, but it's like the clarity comes through to help support yourself in making a decision. It helps align to your decision, so you know what you want to do. What am I willing to do and what am I not willing to do? But this extra piece of information comes in to really help support you do that. Okay, I think that's actually it for the channel portion, so let's get into some tarot. I will put this deck in the description box, as well as, I don't know if she has a link to this, the artist Sara, but if there is a link, I'll put it in there. Okay, we have the 3 of Swords coming in, or 3 of Air, which is Saturn and Libra. So let me get a couple more cards out. This is about heartache or heartbreak, but I'm seeing it's like the mending of a heartache. Feels like someone might have stayed in something too long, or for longer than than you should have. But who's to say if you should or shouldn't do something? You know what's right for you. You can follow your intuition and tap into your heart. But it's when it comes with matters of the heart, things can get complicated. So it's just about really leaning into your own intuition. Treating yourself as the oracle. Like, imagine yourself as the oracle and you're going to yourself for wisdom, and it's like, okay, what would my higher self tell me about this situation? I'm hearing like we can blame ourselves all day long about, oh, I should have done something or I shouldn't have done something. But really what I'm getting is it's like at the end of the day, it's about how well we pick up the pieces and we brush ourselves off and we carry on with our lives. Are we going to be there for ourselves? So I'm also seeing somebody kind of taking inventory about what are all the complaints they have about this other person, and are they applying them to themselves? This doesn't mean we take full responsibility or blame, but we take responsibility and accountability for the part that we played. So I'm not trying to come across as judgmental, because there's no judgment here at all. It's all in divine love. But there's something really powering and empowering and powerful about being able to say, okay, you know what? Okay, how did I contribute to this? All right, I really, I should have been more lenient on certain things, or I should have really dialed back on certain things, or I didn't have to speak so harshly about something, or I was too nice or too lax in my boundaries when it came to late nights and how often and that kind of a thing. And I just see when you're really kind and gentle with yourself, but it's like, all right, what went wrong? Let's get a practical game plan. When you take your car to the mechanic, well, I don't know if anybody has this experience, but when I take the car to the mechanic and I say, something's wrong with the car, it's not working anymore, can you fix it? The mechanic never says to me, well, what did you do? You know what I mean? So we kind of have to treat ourselves the same way, where it's like, all right, maybe you don't know what went wrong in a relationship or something, or a friendship or a job, but it's kind of just saying like, all right, Leah, let's fix that. Let's see, let's take a look. Where we're not blaming, it's just, it is what it is, and learning and being able to look at something objectively without the blame, the guilt, the shame on it. It allows there to be space so that way our heart can come together and fully heal. When it does, I'm seeing all these cracks and stuff like that Japanese art form. I'll put it right here if I'll look it up, because I know what it is, but I can't see it right now, so it'll be right here. But it's like when they take broken pottery and they paint it with the gold, and now the gold paint becomes part of the pottery, it becomes part of the artwork. That's what I see. It's like you then become part of that artwork, like within you. And for some, you're like, I don't want any of the cracks at all. That's how we become stronger, and how we learn and how we grow. And it could even, I'm seeing those cracks kind of like just turn to like stardust, you know what I mean? Where the heart is whole again. And it's like it's rejuvenated because we've integrated those lessons. So it's like in wholeness comes completion with integration. Okay, so that's the first message. We have the Ten of Wands. So this is Saturn in Sagittarius. Okay, and it's a fire element. I see it's just like I am getting a traditional sense of the Ten of Wands where you don't have to carry so much. It's not such a burden anymore. But I'm seeing it's like, I'm hearing someone say, I don't need to pretend to be so perfect anymore. And I didn't realize how much of my energy this was taking. I didn't realize how much of a toll on my energy this was causing me to try to be the perfect mother, girlfriend, boyfriend, brother, sister, partner, parent, whatever it is, pet owner, cat mom. It's, where we can actually lay down, lay down the wands and just be like, all right, I'm just going to show up as myself. This is what I can do. This is what I can't do. I'm seeing someone like who's looking at their calendar and they're just scratching off like 10 different dates where they're like, you know what? I'm not making cupcakes for the PTA meeting. Nope. Cindy's mom can do that. I'm not doing this. They can do that. You know what? The Rotary Club will, can get on without me for this week. I don't have to do the minutes, or it's just like, I just see someone saying and kind of taking a look at themselves like, all right, why am I doing so much? Am I trying to prove something about myself? But it's just, there's this recognition with the two of them that you are enough. You don't need to do anything extra to prove your worth or yourself. You are enough. The next message is the King of Pentacles, Earth and Fire. So yeah, this is literally the card of I know I'm enough. I don't need to prove myself. I'm a king now, you know. And it's regardless if, I know king is a masculine kind of connotation, but it's regardless of gender. I know my worth, and I'm grounded in that. I trust myself, and I know that I'm the creator of my reality, and I can go and place my energy into things that are going to give back to me. I'm hearing like, I know what I'm doing on purpose. So I'm doing things that are purposeful to me, and it feels good, you know, where it's not so much like I'm making cupcakes for the PTA meeting or the fundraiser or whatever because I want to, and this is a cause that I care about. That's one thing. Or is it like, on the other hand, I'm making cupcakes for this meeting or this fundraiser because everyone else's mom does that, and if I'm the only one who doesn't do it, I'm not going to look like I care that much about my child or whatever the event. And it's like, no, like, you know, and then you can even have that talk like, all right, we can only do this because we have a lot going on. You know, it's just like, you don't need to prove yourself anymore. It's, you got it. Like, you know your worth. And then we have the King of Cups. So 2 kings. Yeah, it could be there's just like this element of competition or something, but I'm getting more so that this is actually like, you then become the master of your own heart when you realize and you can put things into balance and find like that there's a temperance energy with, okay, I need to dial back here and I need to give more over here. And it feels right, and you're honoring what feels right in your heart. There's a lot of blessings that come in because of that. So, and I kind of really, really love this. See all of the matches at the bottom that are lit up? And then you have all the matches over here at the bottom with the 10 of Wands. I love that you're reusing, like you're purposing all these wands that were once a burden, and they're on fire over here, where it's like now they're really igniting this change, this, you know, this evolution in you of seeing yourself differently. And we have the main flame here. So it's like the main flame's knowing your worth, and it's like allowing your emotions to kind of flow through you, you know, and allow them to propel you in some ways. Okay, and then we have the Fool with Uranus. Yeah, I love the little Adidas sneaks up here. It's funny. It's her kicking it old school. It's not really focusing. There we go. So with this white flower, it's giving me like fresh new energy, which is really the essence of the Fool too. It's this fresh new energy. It's this deciding to begin anew. This is a really beautiful reading. It doesn't look like it because it starts from like a heartache and literally a shattered in pieces heart, torn apart, you know, but it's really wonderful, the progression of this. But it really starts with, okay, I'm not going to judge myself, and I'm not going to place shame on myself. It's literally like, okay, what went wrong? Let me look at it as though I'm the mechanic of my own life. I'm not going to judge it. Just let's see what happened. You know, where can I let go of things that I didn't realize were actually a burden to me? You know, where was I trying too hard? Where maybe wasn't I trying enough with the right things? You know, what are the right things for me? I now know my worth. You know, I now feel, I'm really grateful for this experience. I'm grateful to be where I am at, because it's like, it's allowing your emotions to flow rather than to hinder you and hold you back. And then you have a brand new beginning. So, I mean, it's really, I'm hearing job well done. It's really wonderful. So, there's a last message coming in about, knowing what literally like ignites your heart, ignites your soul, sets your soul on fire, where it's like, I just feel really motivated to begin something new, so I'm going for it. Some of you, it's like, I'm hearing that song, and it's come through before. It's what becomes of the broken hearted? I'm seeing like, what dreams did you let go to die? I know that's a little dramatic, but that's how I'm hearing it. Is what dreams did you allow just not to even matter? Are they still there? Are they still important? Because I'm getting this energy of like, you can go back around, and that also heals a piece of your heart too. Now I'm hearing Janis Joplin, Piece of My Heart. where it's like maybe you have given away a lot of these fractions and it's like slowly you're collecting them back and reclaiming them for yourself. I heard this the other day. I don't know why. It felt like I was hearing it for the first time, but it was so basic. I don't know. So I'll share it with you and see if it feels the same for you. But I heard like you can love yourself and you can love another person at the same time. I don't know. Does that resonate? It feels like when I heard it, I was like, yeah, I can. But it almost was like no one ever said that. But why would we need permission to know that or do that? So that's coming through also here. Yeah, that's the last message. So I hope that that helped. I hope it resonated. I'm not getting anything further about that, but it's just knowing that you can take a little piece of your heart too, you know, because in that song with Janis Joplin, it's you know, I said, come on, come on, come on, come on and take another little piece of my heart now, baby. Have another little piece of my heart now, darling, yeah. And that goes, you know you got it if it makes you feel good. So I'm hearing like with that, it's share your heart with others. Yes, of course, it's wonderful to be loved and to love another, but make sure that you are taking a piece of your own heart too. So love yourself first and foremost is what I'm hearing. Okay, now I'll end the reading. Hopefully that helped. Until next time, stay well and take care. Bye.